I'm just getting some stuff organized here. Alrighty, just give me a second to get the chat up and running. I have to get some frag plugs, but yeah, so it's Frag and Chill. Gonna be cutting up that giant colony that Big Bertha decided to knock over the other day. So we're gonna do that. Let me get this going here. Should pop up. What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm gonna get the chat going here in a second. Turn the volume down. Hey, what's up, Mark? Morning, guys. All right, so as the title states, we're just gonna frag and chill. If you guys have any questions, you can put them in there. I was gonna put some music on the background, but I don't think that's a good idea just yet. So let me go and grab the colony, and we'll get started. Alrighty, so here she is. This giant purple and green staghorn colony. This was the one that was on the very top middle left rock structure, and you know, she bulldozed it. I did talk about it briefly yesterday during the live stream, but I'm gonna frag up pretty much all of this because I have it in the tank, and the way it was getting light before was that the light was, you know, right here. So the top of the tank was probably right here, so it was used to getting a ton of light. Now, ever since then, I have put it in the frag tank like this, and unfortunately, it's just getting beat down with light and not getting it in the right side. So, yeah, we just got to frag it up, try to save how much we can. Let's see. How much time, shit's glare, how much time did it take to grow a colony like that? I don't know, this is like a year and a half. I've fragged this colony more times than I can count. But yeah, so maybe like a year and a half. Something like that. So it's 14 inches long by about 12 inches wide. I don't know how many frags we're gonna get out of it, but we're gonna try. So let me grab some frag plugs. We're gonna use the Acro plugs today. We're gonna use some red, white, and blue, some black. So I did end up getting some more of the instant set. I got actually a few more bottles of it, so. Let's go ahead and see what's up. All right. Okay, so hopefully I can read the questions that are right here. Dang, Bertha. Yeah, Bertha. Yep. Trying to get it so I can get in here. I don't really know how much of the saw I'm going to need. I'm just going to start with the bone cutters and see what we get. Just breaking off what I can. Of course, I'm just going to get some chunks off, put the rest of it in the tank so it's not exposed to water, out of water the whole time. So let me just get off a few here. And yeah, so well, one of the downsides of using the bone cutters, if you don't twist, it will and add the pressure, and you just try to cut through, it will shoot it across the room. So just twist, breaks off generally where you have the pressure. But yeah, so let me get one more chunk. And we'll get started. Alright, so let me go ahead and put this colony in the tank. We'll be right back. Alrighty, so my plan is just to make as many frags as I can out of that, and hopefully, you know, save as much of it as I can. So, we got any questions coming in? I'm cutting the blue and green staghorn. Middle left rock structure. Big Bertha broke it off the other day. I talked about it last night in the live stream. I will do a video on kind of everything that happened after she broke it, because I did run into some issues with the system. So, nothing crazy, but you know, if you're not expecting it. So, yeah, I want to put some music on so bad. I just finished doing the water change on the planted tank. One of my kids put in, I don't know, like 2 handfuls of those algae wafers a couple weeks ago, so it definitely needed a water change. So I just finished that. I'll put that video up tomorrow or something, or Monday. Alright, so let's get started here. Any questions coming in? Oh, a lot of coral. Big Bertha strict. Yeah, well, strikes again. Yeah, she's not, and I said this last night too, she's not going to the new tank. A lot of people think I'm going to have a soft spot for that. Nope. She's going to a bigger aquarium for sure. I'm not taking the chance. Putting her in a 1,000 and never been able to get her out. At least I'm going to be able to get her out of this tank when I tear it down. But yeah, definitely not going to do that. I might actually put some of this back in the display tank. I'm going to try to move as quickly as possible for the sake of keeping it, you know, not getting it so dry. Can fragging corals cause bacterial or fungus infection? If yes, how do you prevent it? Not that I've ever had. I've never had an issue with that. No, not that I know of. So you guys got going on this weekend, Easter weekend? I know that traffic was pretty ridiculous yesterday. Just trying to get home, just sat there forever. Of course, manual car, so that was fun too. I try not to complain too much about it, but yeah, just sitting there, not moving. So you guys are wondering what I'm putting in here. These are the 3D printed Acro plugs I sell on the website. They're pretty popular for the most part. Yeah. They have a little hole in them, which allows the coral to sit inside. Let me get a little piece here. It sits in there, and your glue allows me not to use as much glue, and it sits in there pretty good. So unless you guys got some questions or anything going on, I'll check back and forth, but I'm just going to keep fragging this up as quickly as possible. Can you ship to Europe? No, I cannot ship to Europe. Nope, and you want to pay for that overnight anyways. That would be ridiculous. I couldn't even imagine. For a 3x2x2 tank, would you recommend 1 AP9X or 2 Hydra? The AP9X. Never used the other light, so I couldn't tell you how good they are, but you know, you tend to get what you pay for, so. These bigger chunks over here. I'm just going to try to get as many of these little stems off as I can, and then come back with the bigger chunks. What am I going to replace her with? I'll just get some more tangs. I know. I'll have you know, 1,000 to figure out tangs for, and then I'll have, of course, the 300 upstairs, and then several grow out frag tanks. So I mean, I'm going to need a lot of fish, and you know, tangs are my thing. Really like them, so I'll probably just keep getting more of those. You know, it's a fish that looks good, and it also performs a task and keeps the tank clean. And you know, they're always scavenging for algae and just keeping everything nice and pretty. So. Just crazy the amount of coral that's here. But yeah, so I have a couple videos I'm doing today. This is just kind of a side project. Working on the hydroponic stuff, trying to get the garden going. I actually brought in a bunch of plants the other day, 2 days ago, because we ended up getting a frost in April, well, the beginning of April. So I have my tomato plants sitting up in the kitchen underneath some LEDs. And then I got the hydroponic stuff getting started. I'm going to finish that today. And then the seedlings are going for that. Let me put these big chunks in the tank real quick. Just to prevent them from drying out. And yeah, there's like 50 frags right here. See if I missed anything. You need to get Big Bertha. you need to keep Big Bertha. She keeps you making frags. Now I can make frags on my own. She literally has destroyed the 300. Everything. There's almost no coral left in that tank, and she's the only problem. So she's big. That's it. She's just big, and she wants a lot of room, and she's gonna make her own room. Unlike the monos that just ran into stuff and died, she's deciding that she's going to make the room that she needs. So yep, can't have that in the other tank. So that's cool. I'll just donate her. It's not a big deal. She'll go to a good home, a big system, and she can mess up their system, I guess. Actually, if I bring it to the Williamsport tank, I think they just got a bunch of softies in there, and it won't be a problem. But yeah, these sticks are not working out. So lesson learned: just don't buy fish that have the potential of getting to 2 feet, because they will get to 2 feet at some point. And yeah, she was always a bucket fish for me. I've always wanted one because they look really good when they get older, and I knew it was going to come to this point. I just didn't want it to be right now. That's life. Yellow tangs, yeah. How long have you done this for? Done what? Cutting coral? Growing coral? Reef tanks? What do you mean? I think I'm going on 6 years of saltwater. I think it's a 5.5, 6 years, something like that. I don't remember. I can't keep track of all that. It's not that important how long you've been in the hobby. It doesn't really matter. Nobody cares. I mean, there's people who've been in the hobby for 20 some odd years and can't grow coral. So, there's people who've been here for 6 months and grow coral. So it doesn't really matter how long you've been here. But I guess if you're trying to brag, it works out. But at the end of the day, no one cares. Just like driving a sports car around, you might think it's cool. You might like showing off, but in reality, nobody really cares. That's life. Let's see here. Any questions? Where do you keep your NO3 and PO4? How much do you dose each? Well, right now I'm not dosing any NO3 or PO4. I'm feeding a little bit heavier. I do have more fish in my grow-out tubs. So my grow-out tub. So I definitely am just feeding a little bit more. I don't dose currently. So right now, when's the last time I tested it? A couple weeks ago. I was at 1 phosphate and 4 ppm of nitrate. So it's where I want to be. It's pretty middle of the range. But then again, if I'm shipping a lot of coral, that fluctuates pretty easily. Because you got to think, every bag of coral that goes out is a little bit of water, right? So yeah, and that has to be replaced with freshly mixed salt water, and that just takes nutrients out while you're doing that. So, but yeah, it's not that bad. Do you guys want me to change the angle on this? Can you see what I'm doing? It's kind of difficult. You can see my tit, but all right. So let me go ahead and do a little bit of, give that a second to dry. Grab another rack. Now these frag racks are also on the website if you're interested. Every once in a while, one of these frag plugs doesn't print right. It gets a little bit of filament on the inside, but it's nothing crazy. Just depends on what printer. I mean, I have printers tuned for certain things, and depending on what I need to get printed, retraction rate and everything is all specific for what I like to print on there. And it's just sometimes it doesn't work. I need to get some more blue ones. There you go. America plugs. Let's see what we got here. What's up, Travis? It would be cool to meet up if I had more time. Heading to Bethlehem, PA. Where's that? 3 or more hours. Work. Bethlehem. I know we did some work out there with my old company. I just don't remember exactly what direction, if it's east or west. I want to say it's out towards Pittsburgh, but I don't know. It sounds like a Pittsburgh area. That direction, anyways. Yeah, I'm down here today just trying to catch up on stuff. I got some 3D printing custom orders I got to work on, trying to get some videos out. I want to do a rambling video today I want to try to get a Q&A going. I'll edit the planted tank video. There's a bunch of stuff. I'm going to see if increasing my video volume will help with the algorithm. We'll find out. You guys know that I've had some issues with YouTube and you know, them not liking me. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get around it, to try to get back on track, because the channel has definitely suffered because of it. So, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's just maybe it's time to hang it up. No, I'm just kidding. I won't hang up YouTube. I might cut back my videos, which I have been doing, but I'd probably never leave. I got what, 5 years on this platform, 4 years. So let me go ahead and put these guys in the tank. Can I move this around? I guess what I can do is unplug you for a little bit. Yeah, my mess, just disaster. Working on the hydroponic stuff over here. Yeah, it's just disaster. So let's see. I still got this whole Zoa colony that I gotta cut up, but I gotta get some more frag plugs. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put all these. Let me get you situated here. I know it's blue, but y'all gonna have to deal with. I'm not gonna be able to see any questions while I'm putting these in there. It's blurry on my end. Is it clear over there? Yeah, it looks super blurry. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if it's is it blurry? I don't know. Blue. Anyway, I'm not sure where I'm gonna put all these. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just gonna find some spots. Actually, I have some of this here. Try to get you situated. It's clear? Okay. It doesn't look clear on my end. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put these over where some of these are already. Oh, I really want music in the background. This is, you know, I like having it, but I know that I'm gonna get slammed from YouTube. It drives me nuts. Can't have any fun. Can't have any fun. So I try to keep corals, you know, the same species next to each other in this frag tank, because at some point they're going to grow into each other, and I prefer them killing them, or not killing themselves off. So I just got to keep an eye on that. I have a feeling I might run out of plugs before I run out of coral to cut today. So I started doing some WYSIWYG stuff. I gotta add some more for the frag racks over there, but my goal is to at least put up 10 WYSIWYG frags a week. You know, setting up these little goals, because at this point I either need to add little goals and keep up with them, or I need to just take a few steps back, because I'm not able to get everything done. And you know, the thing is, once you have so much on your plate, so being successful, getting there is a pain, but once you're successful, it seems like it's more of a pain to not fail at that success, if that makes any sense. Coming up with new methods and stuff like that to be able to keep productive and keep things going. But yeah, I have to. So I just took the Fido off the website for now until I rebuild the system, because I just needed to take a couple steps back. Literally so much going on that I just needed to do that. So, but yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah, this month, I know I mentioned it yesterday, but there's the $300 coral pack giveaway this month. So if you order anything from the website, you'll automatically be entered to win. And then you guys know the first live stream of every month, I announce the winner. We use the random number picker like we did last night. Now, again, it's just free coral, but Yeah, I mean, I was going to do another apex. 3 months in a row of apex. I figured I'd change it up. All right, so that's pretty much full. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put all this stuff. All right, let's just see. I'm sure with the light intensity drop, I might lose a few of these frags, but that's okay, because I'm sure I'm going to make out with more than I'm going to lose. What's crazy about the live stream right now and not being able to actually see what's going on, what you guys are saying, I'm just talking to myself. So I usually do that, but not to this extent. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drop these guys in there real quick. I'm already out of room. That's good. All right. Okay, so the plan is, let me catch up on questions. Stream YouTube music. What did you print the plugs out for? Out of PLA? No, I didn't use PLA. It's Pet G. Let's see here. I'm just looking. You guys are talking to yourself. Yeah, if you want free coral, like I said, you just got to purchase something from the website this month, and you have a chance to win. Would you ideally just get radions over the frag tanks as well? I have Kessels over my frag tanks. I wouldn't use... I mean, I have radions over the other one, but I like the Kessels. I do like the tub, simple and efficient. Yep, effective, sorry. Do you have... you have to get a 500 of the frag rack and sell those 360s. A 500 on the frag rack. Yeah, well, I like the A360s. It works fine. There's no reason to get any more. Are you adding trace elements to your tanks? Yes, I have a few things that I add. So I guess we can cover that real quick before we keep talking. So every week I add the bacteria, the seed, Acro power, potassium, Chaeto Grow, and the Eco Balance from Dr. Tim's. I also dose. I don't really do this anymore, the iodine, but I also do aquavitral fuel, and that's what I got going on for dosing wise. Let me grab some more coral and keep cutting. Give me a second here. Once I get done with this, I was going to take Axel out to a park. I was going to put him in the Z and go, but he's never been in that car. He was in my other Z, and he was okay with it to a certain extent, but you know, he gets a little weird about the cars. I mean, the truck is pretty loud, so I don't know, maybe it's a small space. Maybe that's what he doesn't like. Or maybe he just doesn't like Z. Maybe he just doesn't like the Z. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm going to keep cutting here. Get you guys situated. Holy camera angle. Oh, make sure I plug in my phone or we're going to have a dead live stream. Give me a second. Good, 48%. Okay. Knock off a few more of these. I mean, at the end of the day, I gotta be careful on how much I actually frag, because my alkalinity is already pretty low. But it came up over the last couple days, which kind of worked out. When I got rid of all that core line when I did the water change last week or the week before, these might not make it because they bleached out a little bit, but we'll see. Anyway, so when I did that water change, it got rid of all that core line algae on the front glass. It really helped keep the alkalinity stable, because you got to think the core line's using up alkalinity and calcium to grow, so removing all of that really allowed the tank to kind of stabilize a little bit. Got my alkalinity up just a little bit, so I feel pretty good about cutting all this coral. I'll have to keep an eye on it. If I need to, I'll throw some 2-part in here until we get the calc reactor going. But yeah, definitely need another source of calcium alkalinity. The calcium reactor is just not keeping up. There's just too much coral. So that's okay. When I built the setup, I didn't build it for this, which, you know, if you're going to take any advice from me, take that. If you're going to build a setup, build for the potential growth, not for the current situation. Build for what you think you might do in the future, and then just get a little extra on top of that, because, you know, save the trouble. Bunch of little nubs. See if we got any questions here. We got. Did you see the par output of the new Kessel's A500? You wouldn't get the light drop at the might even bleach 4,000 par. I haven't even looked at the new lights yet. Haven't even looked at them. I haven't even Googled them. I just haven't. You know, no excuse. I just haven't done it. I've actually been doing this new workout program, the MI40. Well, it's not new. I did it back in 2016 when I was getting ready for that bodybuilding competition. I did that plan for 3 months, and it was great. So trying it again, and it's just painful. Lots of legs, lots of attacking your central nervous system with the NOS sets, or the drop sets, you can call them that. And it's just exhausting. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this back in the tank. How long have we been going for here? Let's check. 30 minutes. It's not too bad. Alright, so we got some frags. Very large frags at that. I know this isn't the most exciting content, but you know, if you're bored, hang out with me. But yeah, so that section of the tank where this coral is just so empty. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put in its place. I don't know yet. So I do have a couple other colonies that are going to kind of sprout out. Now this one's out of the way, but you know, just it's never going to fill out again, the tank. It's just not going to happen, because I got to slowly start taking it apart over the next 10 months or so. I got to slowly start working on it. So as long as everything with the house works out, I'll just keep going and keep fragging it up and go from there. All right, let's get started. Let's see if we got here any questions. The file fishes did a great job. Okay, so you guys are talking about Aptasia. I think that frag might be a little too big. Remember, I gotta fit these in containers or bags once I sell them. So, of course, they gotta heal and encrust a little bit. So it's just, I think they're too big. Some bitch. Out of all the things you add to your tank besides calcium mag, what would you say was the best in your opinion? Out of all the things besides that, no, I like the. I mean, it's a multi-prone approach, so I don't think there's one thing that I like. more than the other. I mean, the Acro power is pretty cool, but like I said, I use all of these things for specific reasons for an overall good picture. So I don't know. I'm not. I don't think there's one particular thing that I like more than the other. Just keeping the stable alkalinity is the most important thing, but you know, nutrient control and making sure your nutrients are where they should be. Those are pretty big deals. All the other stuff is just extra. I mean, you can add all the trace elements and the you know, the phytoplankton and all this, you know, all this stuff. You can add all this stuff, but if your alkalinity's swinging from left to right and your nutrients are bottoming out or really high, it doesn't really matter. You're not going to get good growth. So, just like with everything, if you're gonna build anything, you got to have a solid foundation, and solid and stable alkalinity and nutrients are the most important parts. So as long as you do that, you should be all right. I might have to do. I mean, I think I'm just gonna frag up this, and then move on to something else because, damn, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I have some. My back is like just awful. Okay, it's been awful for a long time. But anyway, standing here reminds me of like standing at the kitchen doing dishes, and it is not good for the upper back. So I'll probably just knock out this huge amount of frags and then call it a day for now. Move on. But yeah, can't believe it was snowing 2 days ago. What the hell, man? It wasn't crazy, it didn't stick or anything, but definitely not good for the tomatoes. Alright. See if there's any questions. What's up, Hex? Your videos are starting to come up as suggested videos. No crap. That's a first. In a while, yeah. I just have to basically not be myself. No, I'm just kidding. I just can't play the character anymore. And a lot of you guys don't like it. I lost a bunch of subs for it, but listen, that's just the way it is. I mean, a lot of people are saying that my content has changed so much. All I talk about is the business. Well, I mean, I started off in a basement. I mean, started off in a sorry, not a basement. I started off in that freaking closet, man, with nothing, DIY everything. So I built the business up. I mean, I started from the bottom. Now we here, right? And I like talking about the business. It's good, but I do know what you guys mean. I do know what you're talking about, going back to the basics and doing beginner videos and doing all that stuff that you guys are finding in the suggestion when you search the channel. Getting back to all that stuff. I understand that's kind of my route. That's where I should be. But you know, I am proud of what I've created. You know, being some poor ass kid growing up. You know, I messed up in Afghanistan, jacked up, come back, and you know, just been living not the life that I wanted up until the last few years, where I created all of this. And you know, I work harder now than I've ever worked my entire life, which is good. You know, it should be that way. But you know, I like to share that with you guys. I like to, you know, I'm not bragging about it. I just like to share that you know, the success is there if you really want to do it. See, I got a little bit of that filament in here. Let me see if I can get it out. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't. You know, sometimes you get a little bit of that filament in there. But yeah, there's a lot of people who want to start YouTube channels and they want to start a business like this, 3D printing, all that stuff. If you really want to do it, just do it. All right, you know. But understand, you know, what I've created or what I have here didn't just fall in. It didn't just fall into everything. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of stuff behind the scene that you guys don't see. You know, late nights, 1, 2, 3 a.m., and then get up at 6 and do it all over again. I mean, those are my days. You know, and then you add kids on top of it and life in general, and things happen. And, you know, it's exhausting. Every day is exhausting, but it's worth it because I get to do this, right, for a living. So I get to do this, and I get to share things. And you know, there are people out there who do care about the you know, what's going on here. So I appreciate that support. And yeah, I just very thankful, exhausted, but very thankful for what I have. There we go. And there's a bunch of water in these plugs, so let me get these out of here. So right now, life for me right now is just focusing on getting the business organized, I would say. I guess organized is the word. Finding new methods to stay successful or to stay on top of things, because every day it's growing, right? Every day there's new customers, there's new responsibilities, and trying not to spread myself too thin. And I mean, I have a whole list of things that I want to do with the company, and a lot of things that I want to explore and add to the website. But I've come to realize that that's not possible at the moment. It's not in the works. Right now, I just need to take some steps back. I need to focus on what I have that's working for me and keep building on that instead of adding a bunch of new things. So yes, I will be selling Fritz salt at some point. I will be getting phytoplankton station back up and running. There's a lot of little things that I want to do, but right now, I just don't want to. I don't want to. How do I explain this? So if you do too many things, it's like juggling, right? So you can juggle 1 or 2 balls, right, and be fine. But when you throw a third or a fourth in there, there's a good chance that you're going to drop one, right? So by adding all these things and expanding the business to what I want it to be, right, it's fine. But I'm dropping the ball on other stuff, and that one thing that I'm dropping the ball on is customer service. Getting back to people's emails quickly enough, getting back to responses on the website quickly enough. It's very difficult to get that done. And if my customer service takes a crap, then the whole business is going to take a crap. So my goal is to try to be there to communicate the best that I can, and keep building on that. It's just a lot of stuff. So let's see if I missed any questions. I got to stretch my back. Whew. Ugh, I could feel it. I got to go back to the chiropractor on the 6th. They're going to do another adjustment and then do a workup plan. They really like the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. My chiropractor really likes that I'm doing that, but there's always the risk. So let me see if I got any questions here that I missed. Doing Ben Picowski stuff, nice. I had 5 grams of glutamine to work pre-workout helps with excess soreness. Yeah, I'm taking glutamine now. Ben Picowski, man, that guy, I remember. I've been following him for such a long time. I'm glad he kind of got smaller, which was nice. It's really hard to keep that kind of weight on. Out of all the things you add your tank, okay, we talked about that. I got a peppermint shrimp. All the adaptation's gone. Glad that worked out for you. What's up, Hex? Your videos are starting to come up as suggested. Got that. Thanks for sharing. Plan on becoming a Neptune dealer. I support a fellow vet. I don't know. There's so many people out there that are Neptune dealers. I don't know. If I could drop ship it, maybe I can drop ship it, sure. But I don't want to keep it in stock here. Just one more thing. Let's see here. It's fun, but it's not the rainbow of sunshine. Yeah, the business. The business is a lot of work and a lot of fun, but it is not rainbow and sunshine. I mean, you guys see, how many hours? You guys see Instagram posts. You guys see the filter. You guys catch me on good days. I mean, I'm not making content or going out and doing stuff when I'm having a bad day here. So you guys never see that. Let me go to move the camera over. But yeah, it's just a ton of work, man. It is. Try to get in here. I don't know where the heck I'm gonna put these corals. I'm thinking maybe back there. Let's see. I'm trying to get the camera situated. Give me a second. 87 people here, man. You guys are cool as shit. Let's see. Have I been flying the drone lately? No. I wanted to go out the other day because my kids really like the drone, but the thing is that it was really, really windy, and then it was ice cold at the same time. So yeah, it didn't work out. But I'm gonna try to get out there this coming week. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow I will. That's a big old frag, man. Jeez. People are gonna be like, why do I got red frag plugs, man? What's up with those red frag plugs? Because they're America plugs, man. America plugs. yeah. So I was gonna go for, like I said earlier, I was gonna go for a ride in the Z today, but I don't know. It's a holiday weekend. Cops are gonna be out like crazy, and even though I'm not doing anything, I'm still gonna get, I don't know, bothered. It's just one of the perks of driving a red sports car. It went back to the dealer and had them fix some of the paint again because they messed it up, and they still didn't fix it the way I wanted to. So I was like, how about I just trade it in for a Supra? You guys want to do that? And so I can, but I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna buy a Toyota Supra, I'll buy the Mark IV. So whenever I feel like spending, $100 grand, we'll go about it. But yeah. I wonder what my battery life is, because I know that the light just turned off. Let me see. Okay, so I'm at about 50%. All right. 93 people here. Damn. Appreciate you guys being here on a holiday weekend. Probably all just sitting around watching people make food and like, I might as well listen to this jackass. But, yeah. So what do you guys do? What do you guys listen to when you're working? If you work at home or you're in a basement doing water changes, besides YouTube videos, what other content do you guys listen to? I listen to a lot of like I mentioned before, a lot of self-help, inspirational kind of stuff, motivational stuff, different sermons, all sorts of stuff. Just depends on kind of what my mood is. Or I kind of do this thing where I open up my YouTube page, and whatever pops up first, I usually just listen to that. That's kind of been something I've been doing for a while now. Audiobooks, yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. I try to read at night before bed, but that doesn't always work out. I actually just started watching this show, Bo Jackson, the horse. I started it, it's on Netflix. I started that, a year ago, maybe a couple years ago. I don't know. I started it, but I never really got into it. And then last night, I started it again, and I realized how obnoxious that show is, and I was like, all right, I like that, because I watched the animated Trailer Park Boys. That wasn't too bad. It's just, Mr. Leahy being a ghost, that kind of sucks, but, what are you going to do, right? But, so this Bo Jackson horse, it's just, it's just really weird, but I like it, though. And then Paradise PD or something like that. I've been watching that. The new season of that came out, and the very first episode was that the chief had a ass bubble or whatever that had its own personality and was like trying to kill people and stuff. So I was like, oh well, that's and then it died by getting eaten by a flying crocodile. Let me grab the other coral. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I'm watching. Get this in here. Coral everywhere. And I wonder how many frags we're going to get from this Zoa colony. And then I'll finally put it on the website and we'll be good to go. Trying to see if there's any comments coming up here. You gotta think, I haven't even gotten to the big part of the colony, and there's just so many frags. I think if I trim it down enough to prevent it from getting kind of zapped by the light, it might be okay. Trying to figure where else I can put the colony while I'm cutting it down to save it from itself. So I am getting pretty tight on space in here, but I do have, I have 2 low boys I can put frag racks in, but I'm printing so many of these racks for orders that I don't have any for myself. So, yep, that's where we're at. Let me move you guys over here. All right, get you all situated again. All right, did I miss any questions here? Bring that That you're in PA, do you see any street speed 717 cars around? No, I don't pay attention to that stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just like the car, but I am in the car scene, but then it's one of those things that I enjoy, but I got to make sure I have time for it. And right now, I mean, I have time, but it's just not a lot to give. And that's one thing that you realize when you start doing stuff on your own, is that there really is 24 hours in a day, and you know, most days you're going to hit that mark where you just need to stop. And I've been trying to get myself to stop at around 8 p.m. Because I try to have my last meal around 8 p.m. or before 8 p.m. and then I want to veg out, but it just depends. So 8 p.m. veg out for a little while, and I even consider vegging out coming up to going up to the office and working on some custom 3D printed stuff. So that's considered vegging for me. I don't really think that's work. I'm not down here at least, so it's okay. And then what's today? Saturday? Yeah, when I went to the gym this morning, everybody and their grandmother was there. Everybody was at the gym today. I'm like, isn't it holiday? Aren't you guys supposed to be doing something? It's like January all over again. But yeah, it was slammed this morning. Ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna cut these guys up, get them in the tank. Let me see if I missed anything. Get over here. Let's see here. Metal or podcasts been getting a good laugh at the flagrant 2 vids. And okay, cool. I always wonder what else other people listen to, just to when they're doing stuff like this. I figure, I don't know, the way I look at things now, and I haven't obviously always been like this, but I mean, you are who you spend time with, you are what you listen to, you are what you eat, you are, who you think you are, who you say you are, to a certain extent. So I mean, if you're talking crap on yourself all the time, so you're always getting down on yourself, or you're always saying things negative because you're upset or whatever, you tend to live like that, right? So that's one thing that I learned as a kid. My mama, that really just happened. That shot coral through the hole, and I have no clue where that went. So rest in peace, buddy. Anyways, what's the chances of that? But yeah, so when I was a kid, my mom always talked negatively about herself, and she always said things that weren't great. And if she's watching this, well, what's up, Mom? So yeah, so she always got down on herself, and she was negative all the time because of it. So as an adult, I've decided that I'm not gonna think negatively of myself or go down that route, and it's made a huge difference in my life. So you are what you eat, you are who you spend time with, you are what you say about yourself, and you are what you consume on a daily basis in everything. Social media, content here on YouTube, and you are what you associate yourself with. And it only took me like 20 some odd years to figure that out. I mean, I'll be 34, I think, next month. This month it's April, right? Yeah, I'll be 33 or 34. I don't know. I was born in '87, so I think it's 34. At this point, I don't even care. I'm getting older. That's basically it. It takes longer to recover from my workouts, and yeah, I can't just eat everything anymore. Shit, those days are over. But yeah, let's see if I got anything here you guys talking about. Me too, motivation shit I like. Yeah, motivational stuff is really good. Start gluing from the back. Okay. Alright, I'll do that. Does that help if I do that? Does that make you guys... Maybe I can, maybe let me bring this down. Maybe if I bring it closer. Does that help? Maybe? What I might do is let me, first of all, let me turn this around. Give me a second. Turn this joker around. And then I got to plug my phone in because I forgot to do that. All right. All right, so that's good right there. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what. All right, so that will work there. Hopefully that's good. And then I'm going to plug my phone in so we don't die during this live stream. I'm at 47%, so that's pretty good. And then I should be able to work like this. How's that? Is that good? Now I just got to be able to see what I'm doing. Tighten that up. Okay. Okay, cool. And I got my stuff over here. Bear Performance Podcast. I have not looked at that. Try to start by gluing. Yep, doing that. What 3D printer you have? I have Ender 3 Pro frames, and then I custom build them. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I do with my printers. I am custom building a new Ender 5 Plus because mine took a crap, and I can't fix it. So I got to drop. I could buy a new one stock, which I have to do anyways because I need more than one of those printers. But I can rebuild it the way I want for like $300. So I might just do that. And I'm really close to the mic now, so hopefully I'm not yelling into the mic. But if I am, my bad. Come on, Brotowski. Stay. Really? So Axel's cage is open upstairs, but he got all his toys that were scattered around the house and brought them into his cage, and now he's sleeping on them. So, I don't know, maybe he's having an off day. We worked out pretty hard yesterday. We wrestled. And he ran around a lot yesterday, so maybe he's just tired. Axel! Oh, I think I hear him coming. As long as he's not in my bed. Yeah, he went, so the boys and I, we went out into the field and got into the mud puddles, and all of them were out there completely covered in mud. Completely. So Axel spent the rest of the day in his cage drying off, and then once he kind of flaked off all that mud, I went in there and backed it out, and he was good to go. I try not to give him too many baths. I try to do once a month, maybe, you know, around once a month, depending on what he gets into. But because he's a lap, I try not to do too many baths. But he's getting big, man. He's like a horse too. My friend goes spearfishing. He can take care of the big Bertha if you want. Yeah. I don't think she'd taste that good. Ugh. I mean, I could get her out right now if I wanted to. I mean, she lets me hand feed her. She lets me, I guess, pet her, if you want to call it that. I guess she doesn't really have much to pet, but her side there. But yeah, she'll come up and just let me put my hands on her and you know, kind of hang out. So it wouldn't be difficult to catch her. I just don't want to get rid of her right now. I mean, the tank is only going to be up for not even a year. I mean, I'm hoping I'll find out in June about this house situation, about the availability for the land and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, the finalize of that particular land I want will be in June. So we'll see. And then once I get that going, then we can plan ahead. It's just, you know, as with everything, it just takes time. I might have to glue this one down first. Still seem pretty big. Is the stock Ender 3 okay? Okay for beginners? Yeah, it's for beginners. Yeah, it's okay. But if you're trying to do, you know, mass production of stuff or trying to make it, you know, what I do here, it's not going to be good enough. It just doesn't have the capabilities to be automated like that. I mean, it can if you want to put time into every, you know. You got to think 16 printers here. If they were all bone stock, I'd go insane. It'd just be too much work. Right now, I have it set up where I can just they all have their own Raspberry Pis, so I just click a button and it automatically levels, it automatically purges, it automatically keeps track of the filament, and then it just prints. It does everything, and then, you know, I just come back down and, you know, hit another button and keep going. So It's very easy for me the way I have them set up. But they all require maintenance. I mean, they all do. Anything that you do or use, it breaks down over time. So it requires maintenance, just how it is. I kind of do the YouTube thing to Hex. You know what you mean? You do the YouTube thing. I don't know what you mean by that. I think you misspelled something. But yeah. So we're gonna bring these over. And I don't know if I want to keep cutting. I don't even know how many frags we've cut so far. I do know that entire section over there is full. So let's go over. I just don't know if I want to keep cutting. I don't know. Because I do have these sticks over here that I'm going to have to cut up tonight. Or in general, I might do these now. We'll see. But these big chunks will have to be taken care of. So I'm going to set them right here. And then put these frags in. But yeah, I got all these green digi frags. And look at these jokers. I got all these I got to frag up too. I know it's hard to see, but there's a whole bunch of big old chunks back here. And again, I'm pretty good with the alkalinity at the moment. I just don't know if I want to push it too far. So, because once all these start healing, they're going to pull up out some calcium, get a little dip, and if I'm already pretty low, I don't want to, cause any issues. I will say I like the multicolored plugs though. Not so good for pictures, so anything that doesn't have a black plug won't be a WYSIWYG. Because I mean, maybe the blue. It just depends. Because if I use the white plug for WYSIWYG, it's gonna blow out the picture, the coloration. It's not gonna work out. Even after editing, it's not gonna look good. So let's see here. But yeah, I'd be interested to know what you guys think about bringing back all that beginner stuff. Just Q&As, just trying to get back to the basic. I mean, I've made so many videos. I don't know, there's got to be 700 now, or at least close to it. I just don't want to make the same content. And I'm not saying that I ran out of stuff to talk about. I don't know, I don't want to feel like I'm backstepping. But then again, if you guys really like that stuff, that's fine. I know that you guys want to roast my reefs. Don't worry. I've already got some planned out. I gotta wait for this algorithm thing. It's just, I gotta wait. YouTube doesn't like me, so I have to play the game. A lot of people are upset about it, but you can be upset, but it's not your life. It's not your business. So, it is what it is. Yeah, it's very full. This tank is already full. So be doing a sale on these at some point. All right, so I have all these. I think what we'll do for the sake of the live stream, I will cut up this stuff here, and we'll be done for today at least. And then I have the live stream with Reef Girl tonight at 8 o'clock. I got to do my hair for that. Let's see where we're at here. 98 people watching this shit, man. That's good. Okay. I mean, if you like the content, man, hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I use the accelerator. Yep. I lost what you guys were saying. So, all right, talks amongst yourselves. All right, so this is the last few chunks we're gonna cut up here. I left one in there. I might get the saw out for these, depending on how they cut with the bone cutters. We'll see. So again, most people would just kind of hammer down on this. So just come in, do a little bit of pressure, and then twist. So it didn't exactly break off where I wanted to, but it's better than shattering it to a bunch of pieces. So. So I don't know. Let's see what we're gonna do with that one. So I made venison stew a couple days ago, and I froze most of it because obviously I can't eat all that. But there we go. I really been doing a lot of cooking in bulk and then just freezing it, so I can just go upstairs and throw it in the microwave real quick and eat. I don't have to worry about trying to make a meal all the time, and that kind of keeps me from, I wouldn't say binging, but it keeps me from eating junk. But anyways, I made venison stew, and I made this chili the other day too. That was a 5 meat chili, and man, did that turn out good. I had some of that last night, but I'm gonna make some more chili because I don't know. I don't know what's about chili lately, but I mean, maybe it's because it's cleaning the pipes pretty good. I mean, who knows? But I really dig in some chili. I go through phases like that. Like I have deer taco phase, or I have a, like I said, chili phase. The stew's not too bad either. I'm getting venison. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's frag these up. The smell of coral. Yummy. Anybody else's allergies taking a shit this week? I went out and put the windshield wiper on. I was like, well, there's something cloudy on the front of the car, and it was just at the other end of the windshield wiper. It's just this big, massive collection of pollen. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm not gonna be able to breathe for the next month and a half. So sweet. So if that's why I sound a little, I guess, raspy. Is that the word I'm looking for? But yeah, stuffy. And it's interesting. You got all these plants that are going crazy right now, and then it snows. So hopefully there's no ill effects on that. I don't know. Is what it is. I'm getting the water out of the plugs. It just makes it easier for the glue. It doesn't really too big of a deal, but I prefer not to have it there. All right, let's see what we got. Is printing plugs better than buying a bunch? Well, it costs money to buy them. And if I can print them for less and they do the same thing, then yeah, it's good for me. But I do sell a lot of these plugs too. They're pretty popular on the website. They take a little while to print because the way they're designed and how big they are. And they take a little while, but yeah, they're good. Works for me. This is the second version. The first version that I put out it didn't have a long enough stem. And it wasn't heavy enough. It still sunk, but it just wasn't heavy enough to support bigger frags. And I have since fixed that. This version's been out for quite a while. Yeah, maybe a couple months. So, pretty happy with it. I'll end up getting I got a certificate. So I go to Giant, which is our grocery store here. But I got a certificate, apparently because I shop there a lot, for a free ham. And I still have free hams from 3 years ago in my freezer. So I just added another one. They actually did a better ham this year. They did this spiral ham. This is $50, man. And they're just like, yeah, take it for free. I'm like, you sure about this? What kind of scam you got going on here? But yeah, I got this ham I'm not going to cook, so I just threw it in the freezer. And then I'll just have to remember to pull out the older hams first and cook them. I'm not really a big ham guy. I mean, it's okay. I wonder if you can put it in chili. You think ham would be good in chili? Like as one of like maybe 3 or 4 meats? I wonder. Like if you cut it up to little blocks, maybe. I don't know. Has anybody ever had ham chili before? You can tell I haven't had lunch yet. I'm thinking about food. I'm actually gonna eat after this. I'll show you guys a hydroponic setup before I let you go. Nothing crazy right now. I still haven't drilled the holes for it, which I'll do this afternoon. And then I got the the solution, the TDS meter, the pH meter, pH up, pH down, the fertilizer. There's a whole bunch of stuff going into it. But you guys know I'm a big garden guy, so I'm going to have the garden out back as usual on the deck. The 3 self-watering planters. And then I'm going to set up hydroponics on the back deck. just to see if I can keep it stable with rain and all that stuff. Just have to require a little bit more testing. So I'll do hydroponics in the back, do some bigger. I'm probably going to do pickling cucumbers in hydroponic setup this year. I'm going to try a 5-gallon bucket, see how that works out. Also, the PVC, I'm going to try that. And then I'm going to be doing more greens upstairs in the kitchen, hydroponic wise. I don't know, probably 20 or 30 plants up there. And then I got it going down here with Swiss chard, bok choy. There's a bunch of other stuff. I don't remember what the heck it is. Lettuce, spinach, kale. Yeah, so I know that buying the stuff at the store is fine. It is what it is. But I much prefer to grow my own things. Just like I'd rather hunt. It's just personal preference. I don't know. There's something. Anybody who's ever hunted and they made a meal from it, there's just a certain feeling of, or even growing stuff. You know, like I made all those pickles last year, and just growing something and then watching it grow from a seed and then harvesting it and then making a really good meal that not only you can enjoy but other people. It's just a good feeling. So I really like doing that stuff. And I have technically a green thumb, at least so that's what I'm told. And yeah, so I do pretty well. All right, let me get some more plugs. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with all these. They might be too big for that. Let's see here. Let's see if I missed anything. Hand cubes in chili. Yeah, that's good. You tried that before? Okay, I'll give that a shot. Hard to mess up chili. Yeah, well, you can. Guess you don't know who I know. It'd probably be good. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Homegrown and hunting food is always better than store-bought foods. Yeah, I mean, I love hunting. This year, we're going to do lots of archery this year. I had, I wasn't able to get out as much as I want last year, and I didn't get to fill all my tags, but I did get that nice buck. And I'm gonna have to cut that. So let me get the saw on here. I ain't gonna be able to get through that. Let me get the saw. Set this to the side so I don't get too much water on it. All right, I'm gonna get the saw on real quick. Probably should add some water, but it'll be all right. Trying to cut a little bit of an angle on it so I can fit it in a plug. All right. I use, what boat I use? I use a Hoyt Hyperforce in 2018. I mean, I upgraded pretty much everything. I upgraded the limbs. I got 82 pound pull on those new limbs. Oh, what's going on? I hit something. Cancel. Am I still live? Okay. Whew, I don't know what the hell. Am I still here? Am I still here? Let me check the screen. Maybe. Yeah, okay. I'm good here. Yeah, so I got 82 pound pull on that bow, which actually really wasn't that bad pulling back on that buck. Actually wasn't that bad at all. And clean through. I mean, when I got him, he walked 15 yards away, just sat down, didn't go anywhere. That was it. It was a really clean kill. Heavy as shit to get out though. But yeah, so Hoyt Hyperforce. I have a new sight this year that I'm gonna try out. I usually use fixed pin, but there's the new dot sight. I have to get the name of it. I already bought it. It's sitting here. I have yet to set it up, but yeah, I'm just gonna kind of see how that goes. But I had all those doe tags last year. I didn't get a chance to fill them. Life happens, so I didn't get out to fill all those tags, but that's okay. I still got my buck, which is what I wanted. I got it really early, and it just pays off all that scouting and sitting. I like to hunt from a tree saddle, so I have the tethered tree saddle with the platform, and then I use I forgot what sticks I'm using. It's a 4 set. I try to get up like 25 feet, something like that. So really I don't know, I really like hunting. It's just one of those things. It's nice, and it's public land too, at least for now. Once I get the I'm going to enjoy my public land this year, but once I get the house, 10, 15 acres of land, I'm going to be hunting off my back porch, because why not? Why not? Give this a chance to harden up. There's water in that one. But yeah, I think that's it. We can put these frags in there, and I'll show you guys the hydroponic setup, and then we'll be done. Give this a cool. Let me clean up. So I'll show you. Let me show you guys the colony, what's left of it while that's drying, and let's see if there's a lot more to do. So all those frags, I don't know how many we had, but this is what's left of the colony. So yeah, of course all this is dead from being grown on and stuff. So, but this was actually a really nice place for some of the tangs to hide from the blue tang. So now that this is out, there's a little bit more aggression in the tank. I'll have to figure out when we do that. So yeah, that's how much of that colony's left. Let me put it back, and then we'll move the frags over. At least now, with the amount of coral that I took off of it, I can have it facing up towards the light the right way, and hopefully it won't burn itself out. So let me get over here. All right, so I think we're going to do the same area, maybe? Maybe, yeah. I guess. I could just move this Zoa rock out of here, but I'm cutting that up soon, so probably doesn't matter. That's a monster frag. Let's see if it even stands up. Yeah, it's leaning, but it's alright. Alright, so I can't get too close to the digi, so I'll start loading up this side. This is over frag out of here. I can't see any of the questions coming in or comments. Heads up on that. Axel, you coming down, buddy? I hear you walking up there. He's like, nope. I'm ready to get into shit, and you're gonna find out here in a minute. Hey, Brotowski, you coming down? I also have to be careful of this core, which I'm just going to remove now and put it in. Actually, I'll just set it right here for right now. But that's going to have to go over to another tank because of the sweeper tentacles on it. It's the Galaxia. Oh, here he comes. What's up, dude? What's up? You want to say hi? I'm going to get these corals in here quick. What are you doing? Come here. Dude, I don't want to be on camera. I'm trying to stay stealthy. Oh, here's one more. All right, I got a couple more over there. Let me grab real quick. Axel, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, man? You got a toy? You wanna go outside? Okay. Tony's texting me. You want to say hi? Want to say hi? Hey, say hello. Hey, what's up? He doesn't like the water. Say hi. All right, let's go look at the hydroponic setup here real quick. All right, so let me bring this down so you guys can see what's going on here. I'm selling those QT tanks, right? So I have this additional room down here. Now, I'm using the T5 lighting, same stuff I have for my phytoplankton. I got to replace the bulb over here. So these are 17-gallon brute cans, and I plan on drilling. There'll be 8 holes in the top here. Since I'm doing greens, it's not going to be it's not going to require a ton of space because I'll be cutting them as they grow, so I can get away with more in here. And then add a couple air stones, and then I'll be mixing up my mixture. I'll be in here. We'll use little cups. These are just here for the seedlings to start. So we have some cucumbers here that just started. This is what, 3 days. So that's going to keep going. Those are actually going to go outside. I'm not going to grow those in here. But yeah, so it'll be like Swiss chard, tatsoi, spinach. I'm going to do some green beans down here, and yeah, it's pretty basic stuff. Swiss chard. And I have the fan just to move some of the T5 heating lighting out. But yeah, I'll throw it on a timer just like the Phyto, and yeah, it's just gonna be sitting in the roots will be sitting in the water, and they'll be growing. And I just got to keep an eye on the nutrient density, and make sure the pH stays consistent, and then just top it off or change out the water every couple of weeks. And yeah, it's pretty easy setup, pretty basic. And be a ton of greens. And of course, we'll do a different type of setup upstairs with PVC pipe. And we'll actually just have one of these brute cans that will be the reservoir with a pump in it. And that will pump up all the water, which will go through the PVC, which will feed the plants. It'll come back down and all that good stuff. And then we'll do the 5-gallon buckets outside, which will be the third type of setup, which is basically just a smaller version of this. And, it will be... same concept. I'll grow some green beans, or not green beans, some cucumbers out of that, at least one of those buckets upstairs, just to see the difference between dirt and hydroponic stuff. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah, I think that's it. Live stream, we did 1 hour and 18 minutes. Sweet. So I appreciate everybody being here. We sat around 100 people most of the stream. Stay tuned tonight, 8 p.m. at Reef Girls channel. I'll be over there as a guest for the live stream. Don't know what we're going to talk about. I guess we'll just wing it, figure it out. And yeah, stay tuned. We got the planted maintenance video, which will be out this week. We're going to do some Q&As. We're going to do, of course, the live stream on Thursday. I'm going to try to get 2 other videos, and then we're going to talk about the 300 and what happened with the colony missing. I don't know if you guys will even be able to see it, but I mean, yeah, you kind of can. See this huge gap. Huge gap of space. And then we got, Blue pissed off because he's got all the room. So the tank is just super fucked. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Any questions, put in the comment section, and I'll see you guys later. All right, peace.